Julie. No. I said they've been added since the 60s.
We kicked her out and we let her back in.
We barely let you back in. You're still on that verge, you better be good.
I want to thank all of you for coming. Some long distance. We're glad to have a couple from Iowa and some from Northern California and some from Southern California. And we're glad you're here. And Oklahoma, I had that they let them out very late. I want to tell you a story to begin with. Being a preacher is a kind of a funny thing. You're telling people what to do, and so I want to tell you about a new pastor who came to town, and on Saturday afternoon he decided to go out and visit around, and so he went up to a house, and it was obvious that somebody was inside, but he knocked and nobody came, so he pulled out a card and he wrote on it the Revelation 30. Well, the next day he was helping the deacons count the money, and in that plate was this card. Underneath the notation of Revelation 3:20 was Genesis 3:10, and here's what they say: Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If any man hears my voice and opens the door, I will come into him and will dine with him. Well, the response was in Genesis 3:10. And he said, I heard a voice in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked.
Well, that's how I'm going to feel. No more of that.
In calling to attention to our 70th anniversary, one of the first things that must happen, you must make a good choice at the start. One that will stand the time, and I was fortunate to come into my golden years, unquote. I only have one piece. That's the only gold I got. So all I have to qualify me is that coin, that this is the golden years. As I have grown older, I've finally got my head together. Now my body is going to pieces. And if I don't remember being absent-minded either. Your mind at this age contracts things that your body can't produce. And that's the most frustrating thing. You see something that needs to be done and you can't do it. So you don't have the ability anymore. You know, I have another thing about growing old is your back stay there. And you sit in the rocking chair and they can't get it started. And your pacemaker opens the garage door. So you have too much room in the house, too little in the medicine cabinet. Your little black book of names, numbers to call, all end with MD. Finally, science says that 1 out of every 3 Americans suffers from some kind of mental disease. Hence, I want you to ponder this question. Think of 2 of your best friends. Think of your 2 best friends. If they appear to be okay, then it's you.
Good point.
I want to say, in floating, that Alberta has been one of my most severe critics, and she could point him out, and my best supporter. She told me more about myself than I wanted to hear. And I want you to know that so far, the only dent on my car, as I'm driving at 91 now, is a crazy grocery cart hitting my fender. So as we take one another as partners in life, if we take God into our lives, He'll help us over the tough times and will tend to your heart so that you can be a companion in the future. Thank you so much. I never thought I'd live this long. If I'd have known I was going to live this long, I'd taken better care of myself. Thank you so much. You have a word.
I want to say thank you to all of you that come. You make me feel so good that we have so many friends. I thought many times we didn't have many friends. When you're in the church, you can't have real close friends because they sort of get a little jealous of you. And so we kind of stuck by ourselves a lot. And I want everybody to know that we love Jesus and we have tried to serve Him all our lives. When I was 15, I told God that I would serve Him all my life if He would save my mother's life. She was very sick and in the hospital, and I thought she was going to die. And I promised Him to serve Him the rest of my life. Then my girlfriends and I decided to write a name of who we wanted to marry. And I said that I didn't care who I married as long as it wasn't a preacher. Cut a piece of my hair off and little thinking we buried it under a tree. And we were going to dig it up 15 years later and see who we married. But I had met Floyd, and I was engaged to a boy for 2 years, almost, and Floyd came along and he swept me off my feet, and my other boy, excuse me, but he's going to kill himself. And, reason I said that was because I had two girlfriends that were preachers' daughters, and I felt very sorry for them, because they couldn't do much. They sit on the chair on Sunday, just to read the funny, I thought that was really bad, and I didn't want to get mixed up with that. But I've been very happy to be married to Floyd. He's been very good to me, and we have a few straps, but most of them were, he wouldn't argue or fight with me. I tried to cause fights a few times. He walked outdoors. That's why
That explains how healthy my health.
That's why he's so healthy. He spends so much time outdoors. I hope that every one of you become a Christian, because that's the only life to live. And God has been very good to us. And He has let us live this long. I had no idea we would make it. And 6 years ago when we had a party, they said, we'll sing on your 70th anniversary. I said, oh, sure, we will. I was so surprised when we made it. We thank God, and we hope that all of you will become Christians. That's the only life to live. And God through all things. We need us in a few years. Maybe 2 or 3. But thank you for coming, and we love all of you. You've been so good to us. Thank you.
I might add, Alberta has never, ever considered divorce. Murder, maybe.
Keep talking, Floyd. Where did this come from?
I got myself in as much trouble as I could get in. Thank you.
We don't know if you're really to sell this house, because it's gotta become the darling, convention, the house for gathering of people, even when you're move out, you know? This house has been in for how many years?
30.
All right.